Hi, I'm Mark, and this is Let's Vibe, the channel all about crystals and our feelings. So we have entered into Gemini season. The sun entered Gemini several days ago, and I'm happy about that because I don't know quite what it is. I think part of it has to do with my own personal astrology, but the month of May is, well, it's been kind of rough this past month. And just from looking at my looking at my journals, I noticed that May was also rough last year, but I can't quite remember everything that was going on last year. But whatever the case, this Taurus season during May, just very emotional. I think the eclipses and Mercury retrograde definitely played a part in that, but yeah, like definitely ready for some air energy. And Gemini is definitely air energy. So now that we're in Gemini season, I wanted to talk about a stone that is appropriate for Gemini. And one stone that I have not introduced on this channel, but is perfect for Gemini, is Tourmaline. So what I have here is green tourmaline, and it's on or in a matrix of white quartz. So tourmaline often comes in wand shape crystals, and comes in quite a few different colors as well. It's pretty easy to find in any crystal store. I found this piece on Etsy. I think it was only about $5, but a nice piece, and definitely cheaper than any of the shops here. But green tourmaline is an interesting crystal, and given that this one is in white quartz, the tourmaline energy is amplified. But the thing about white quartz, or what I really like about white quartz, is that white quartz has a slower vibration than clear quartz. So it does amplify the energies of other stones, but it's not as fast and not quite as strong as clear quartz. Green tourmaline is, so all tourmalines are very protective. Tourmaline protects your aura. Tourmaline is very cleansing, purifying, and it's a great crystal for transforming dense and heavy energies into lighter energy. And I think, I had been wanting to do this video for the last several days, but I felt like I needed to spend a little bit of time with this tourmaline, because I've had tourmaline pieces for a number of years now, but I always thought tourmaline was kind of just one of those crystals that can do a lot, and it was kind of hard. It took me a long time to get familiar with the feel of the crystal and really understand what it does. Tourmaline has quite a strong, powerful energy, and for me, I often feel like it kind of pulls, and And usually when a crystal has an energy that's pulling, that's kind of telling me that it's a strong energy, but also that perhaps my vibration, my energetic set point might be a little bit low. And so that's why it feels like it's pulling, because my vibration needs to be a little higher. But so this has got a strong energy, and it's purifying those heavier, denser energies within your auric fields. And this stone is, well, I've read that it can be used for scrying, although I haven't really come across anyone who uses tourmaline for scrying, but it's a shamanic stone. So tourmaline can be used if you practice shamanic journeying. It provides that kind of protection that you need when you're journeying or doing astral travel. And so this crystal can really take you deep within yourself. I mean, that's really what journeying is kind of all about. I mean, you're journeying to different spiritual realms, but you're also going very deeply within your own soul and heart and psyche. So tourmaline can be very useful for that practice. Going deep within and meeting yourself, experiencing and feeling your own feelings. I think tourmaline can really bring out the emotions and stuff that needs to be transformed, that needs to be felt and released. And green tourmaline is interesting because this is a very masculine stone. This green tourmaline has a divine masculine energy, and it works specifically on the heart chakra. I think tourmaline can work on all the chakras. It clears, it balances the chakras. Tourmaline also balances the meridians, which is like the energy pathways throughout your body. But it's a masculine stone, and it really resonates powerfully with the heart chakra. So tourmaline can help with opening the heart chakra, clearing the heart chakra, and transmuting whatever dense energies may be there. And being that this is also a green stone, well, again, tourmaline in general is very strongly connected with earth energy. It's said to be connected with what's called the Devic energies. I don't have a complete understanding of the Devas or Devic energy, but from what I've read, the Devas are spiritual beings that kind of oversee specific things in the world. Like, they're kind of like the spiritual overseers of anything and everything you can think of. And there's a Deva for anything. But I have not really connected or worked with that energy, so I don't have much to say about it. But green tourmaline especially has a strong connection with the earth. Tourmaline is great for plants. It's great for placing in your garden or in house plants. It's very beneficial for animals and plants and everything in Mother Nature, because it's got that strong earth connection. And green tourmaline is also good for working on father wounds, which makes sense given its masculine energy and heart chakra affiliation. So if you are wanting to work on father wounds, any kind of wounds that you might be carrying from your father, green tourmaline can be helpful. Again, it helps take you deep down within and really come face to face with the things that are causing pain and or causing fear and anxiety. It's not an easy thing. Like, you know, it's easy to talk about these things, but these are difficult processes. And that's why, you know, as always, I strongly urge anyone, if they're working with crystals, to make sure you have someone you can depend on for support, a trusted friend, a mentor, parent, a therapist, anyone who can provide emotional or mental support. Because when you do this kind of work, it can be really unsettling, very unsettling, because you really are going into your own depths and you're connecting with the things that have probably been hidden or dormant for a very long time. And there's always some kind of surprise, like an emotional surprise or a memory, you know, something comes up that you're not expecting, and it can be rough. You know, I think quite a few times over the years, I've kind of jumped into those processes very eagerly, you know, wanting to bring healing to myself and wanting to clear the baggage that I knew I was carrying. But I was a little naive in, you know, underestimating just how, you know, just how deep emotions can run. It really can surprise you how deep, you know, we hold our feelings. And like I said, you know, sometimes feelings we didn't even know are there will show up. Memories might show up that we completely forgot about. And it can just hurt, you know. The process of healing and self-work and going within, it often means experiencing and feeling the hurt that you felt from, you know, whatever incident happened long ago. Feeling that hurt again, but feeling it from a higher perspective, feeling it from a different standpoint. And that's where the help of a therapist, a mentor, really comes in handy. And it can be hard to see old things, especially old triggers, in new and different ways. And a therapist can help you see things in different ways, from different perspectives. Anyway, so, you know, as I was mentioning earlier, it took me a long time to kind of not figure out, but better understand Tourmaline, because it really can do a lot, and it does have a powerful, very dynamic kind of energy. It's got a very deep energy. I think that's the best way to put it. It's an energy that runs deep. And green tourmaline definitely has that masculine energy. It's kind of that energy of forward push or movement. But within the context of healing and knowing yourself. And also, this stone can be useful for understanding other people, understanding other points of view, not just your own. One thing I liked, I was just reading Judy Hall's description of green tourmaline, and one thing I liked was that she says green tourmaline is a stone for joie de vivre. So it is a stone, you know, in the midst of all the depth work and the clearing and purifying and all that stuff, it is a stone that can foster joy. It can help bring you to a place where you are more open and more in tune with higher vibrations of joy and love. And so it's worth working with. It's worth doing that kind of inner work, because the joy that you do eventually find is pretty amazing. Now, it took me a little while to think of a song that would fit this crystal, but I really wanted to pick a male singer, as this is a masculine stone. And the song that I settled on, I think it fits pretty well in general with green tourmaline, but the song is Feel by Robbie Williams. So I was never like a fan of Robbie Williams. I think for a long time I wasn't even aware of him. Because I think he really was more famous or more popular in Britain and in Europe, more so than in the US. But yeah, I never really listened to his music much, but I have heard the song Feel. I think it's a great song. I think it's perfect for green tourmaline. It's this masculine expression of love and being in touch with your feelings and wanting to feel. That's basically what the song is about, is wanting to feel things like love. So I will include a link in the description box below to Feel by Robbie Williams. And I encourage you all, please leave a comment or question down below. And once again, thank you so much for vibing with me.